Hi guys, my name is Annisa. I'm from 2SA08. I want to retell a classic novel written by Jane Austen. The story begins with a family living in a village called Longberg. This family is a family that is quite prosperous, but because of this family there are no sons. So they must be forced to give all their property to the father's sister, who is none other than the uncle of the 5 daughters of Mr. Bennet. I am Mr. Collins. All of that applies if their father has passed away. As a result of this problem, Mrs. Bennet hopes that he should be able to marry his children with rich men, so that his 5 daughters can live properly. Finally, what was waiting for? Mrs. Bennet arrived. He heard the news that there was a rich young man named Charles Bingley who had rent a house in Netherfield Park. Mrs. Bennet saw that Bingley's arrival was a great opportunity for one of his daughters to get a rich partner. He told her husband to visit their new neighbors immediately. One time, Mr. Bingley and his guests went to a dance party in the city near Merton, where at the same time Mr. Daughters Bennet also attended the dance with their mother. Mr. Quickly Bingley was able to make everyone present at the party be amazed at his politeness. A few days after the dance, Mr. Bingley and his entourage came to Mr.'s residence Bennet. On the visit, it appeared from Mr. Bingley told Jane that Mr. Bingley has turned into love. Mrs. Bennet hopes that when Jane gets there, the rain will come down so that it will delay Jane's return and certainly will make Jane stay there and be closer to Mr. Bingley. Mrs. Bennet answered, the rain fell so that Jane had to postpone her return and the consequence of the trip and the rain, which caused Jane to have a fever. And the next day, Elizabeth received a letter from Jane stating that she had a fever and could not go home. Feeling very anxious about the news from his sick brother, Elizabeth went straight to Netherfield to see her sister's condition and look after her. But the horse only stay in one and will be used by Mr. Bennet. And actually, Jane feels the same thing but tries to cover it up from the general public. Meanwhile, the 2 young children, Bennet, Catherine, and Lydia, actually occupied themselves by visiting Meryton to see and gossip about the soldier stationed there. And one day, due to Miss pleasure, Bingley against Jane. So she invited Jane to visit her house in Netherfield. Jane's mother was very happy with the invitation and told Jane to want to visit Netherfield, and finally Jane visited Netherfield. Meanwhile, Elizabeth goes with Sir William Lucas and Maria Carolite's sister to visit Carolite in Hansford. During their time at Hunsford, they were often invited to the residence of Lady Catherine de Bourgh, who was also the aunt of Darcy. There, Elizabeth often paid attention to Miss Catherine de Bourgh, who reportedly would be paired with Darcy. Elizabeth and Jane immediately returned to Longbourn, and at almost the same time, Mr. Bennet was in London looking for Lydia. They all thought that Lydia and Mr. Wickham is married. After a while, Mr. Gardiner, Elizabeth's uncle, gave news to the Bennet family that he had found Lydia and Mr. Wickham and asked Mr. Bennet to bless their marriage with several conditions. So Mr. Bennet also gave his permission. After that, news of Mr. Bingley was heard to Longbourn. Mr. Bingley also visited Mr. Bennet and intends to propose to Jane. At that time, Darcy accompanied him, and after expressing his feelings back to Elizabeth and proposing to her, Elizabeth finally gladly accepted the proposal. Finally, Jane and Mr. Bingley is married, as well as Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. They live happily in Mr.'s residence, Darcy at the family house. Thank you.